Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll go through some of the changes that I made to my Pokemon TCG Pocket account ever since my first video on the Marowak EX and the Dragonite deck list video. So I spent around 50 USD ever since that video, and I made around 10 decks now, with only the Venusaur deck being suboptimal. So I'll go through each deck individually. So right now I have the Marowak EX listed out. So it's using Marowak, 2 normal Marowaks and 1 Marowak EX, and also 2 Primates and the standard support cards. So this deck, it's extremely good in defeating the enemy in just a few turns, especially because of Marowak EX. And ideally I want a second copy of Marowak EX, but I also like this deck mainly because I only have 1 EX cost, so I can have 2 downs and I still am alive for the final takedown for Marowak EX if I need to finish off the enemy, and the enemy has a lot of damage that they took down 2 of my units, because these other units are all 1 cost instead of the EX2 cost. So yeah, one deck that I really like. And this deck, the Alakazam Starmie EX deck. So this deck is mainly focusing on Starmie, applying pressure to the enemy in the beginning. And with the Alakazam rainbow cost, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if the energy is water, because Alakazam only requires 1 psychic energy. So this is a very powerful deck as well, and especially because Alakazam counters like Charizard or Mewtwo like pretty heavily. So yeah, very good deck. And use Misty because sometimes you want to use Starmie while funneling energy onto Alakazam. So yeah, and then we have the normal Starmie EX. So this deck, it applies pressure using Starmie, but also through Psyduck and Golduck. So Psyduck, if you have him on turn 1, you could prevent the enemy from using any support cards if you attack with Psyduck. So it's a good starter card, and then you can evolve it to Golduck to potentially kill off the enemy's Pokemon before he has a chance to switch off the card, especially if you are second turn. So yeah, everything else is pretty normal with Misty. Also, Articuno is essential for this team, for this deck, because ideally you will have Psyduck as your first card, and then Golduck, and then Misty onto Articuno, or you start off with Articuno and you Misty for a nuts starter and keep on paralyzing the enemy or killing off the enemy using the 60 attack of Articuno. And because most cards of 1 cost of like basic Pokemon only has 60 life, so this is a very good starter if you pull off the nuts. Dragonite Frostmoth. So no change to this deck except for I put in the 2 Misties, and yeah, you can check out my other video if you want a more detailed look at this deck. This is the Frostmoth Dragonite. The Flashfire deck. So this focuses on rushing to kill the enemy using Ninetales and also Moltres. So ideally you want to have Moltres out on the field first, and then using Ninetales as on the bench, and also Sizzipede. So I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So the Sizzipede evolution requires 4 energy, but it's only a 1 evolution, stage 1. So ideally you want to have Moltres funneling energy onto Ninetales and also this Pokemon until it reaches the threshold, and then you take them on your turn, and then you basically kill off the enemy using the 130 attack power from this card, and also the 90 attack power from Ninetales, which you can get up very fast. You run X speed because you want to switch off of Moltres without spending too much energy. And ideally you do not want Moltres to die, so make sure to keep Moltres alive or otherwise you will have 2 cost onto your life, and you probably will lose the game, since since if since both Ninetales and this Pokemon doesn't have a lot of health, and one takedown would make you lose the game. So the other deck is the standard Charizard ramp deck. So nothing much to say. This deck is very powerful, and I would say it's the second, I would say second best deck in my entire roster of decks. My champ is just a fun deck that I use. It's pretty fun to pop up my champ and power down the enemy. Nothing special though. Mewtwo, standard Mewtwo ramp deck. So Gardevoir, 2 more Gardevoirs and 2 Mewtwo. Nothing special. And the Articuno deck, I rarely use this card mainly because Articuno I think it's not that good. Especially the EX. Articuno normal is good, but I don't like Articuno EX. But I do see a lot of players, especially on the Asia side, use Articuno a lot. And honestly, it's just it's just a matter of using Misty, and if you pull off the nuts on Misty onto Articuno, then you win the game. But if you don't, which is a lot of times you don't, you basically lose the game. So having that gatekeep makes the deck not fun. So I don't play that deck. The last one is Venusaur. This deck is pretty much finished already. The only exception is I only have 1 Venusaur EX, and I'm placing a normal Venusaur in place of Venusaur EX. So ideally I want a second copy, but this will do for now. And yeah, so this is the amount of decks that I have. I could do more decks, but these are all the meta decks that are really popular for now. And I have around 835 cards, and I think, yeah, I only have 165, mainly because I did not pull on any Pikachu banner cards. So if I did, I probably would be at around 200. But yeah, I just wanted to finish off the decks on the Mewtwo packs and the Charizard packs, which I am close to doing. I'm currently pulling on Mewtwo just to get 1 more Venusaur, or if I get lucky with Monster Pick, then I'll get the Venusaur EX and I'll finish that deck. So yeah, I have no intention of putting on Pikachu. I'll probably save up my currencies for the next expansion. So yeah, hope you like the video, and hope you like the decks. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.